Hey folks, it's Charlie here with another Charlie in the Rain interview. And the artist I'm sitting down with today has just released this gorgeous new song. Every time I press play, I'm transported into a new world. I love it and I'm so excited to chat about it today. So I'd love to start off my interview with the lovely Isabelle Skye. How are you doing?
I'm doing very good. Doing very good. Had a nice chill morning. Bit of practice, bit of music practice this morning, and feeling good.
I love that. I'm so excited to chat because honestly, just before I listened to this new single multiple times and I was like, there is so much. I've been loving it for I don't know how long it's been out now. It's been out for a hot minute and I've just been
Yeah,
listening.
cool week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, thank
It's
you.
I had to start a few new playlists from this song. I'm like, okay, this needs this
Ah,
vibe. I'm like, this is my
yeah,
movie soundtrack. It is such a
yeah.
gorgeous song.
Thank you
But
so much.
yeah. Before we get into this, I'd love to give you some space to introduce yourself and your project, just in case anyone's watching this and hasn't heard of you yet and is about to become your biggest fan.
Oh yeah. Okay, so my name is Isabelle Skye, and my project's name is, for now, Isabelle Skye plus band. um, we're actually working on adding something to it, so watch this space. And my band is like a mix of indie pop. My first single, kind of more ethereal, folky, but I kind of don't want to pigeonhole it into one genre, so sort of playing around with a few things. But yeah, and I just released Kaleidoscope a couple of weeks ago, and it seems to be all going very well, and I'm very excited.
Yes, this new track, Kaleidoscope, it's truly gorgeous. It feels bad to just be listening to it while you do your day-to-day things. It's like this
Oh,
requires my full focus because it is
yeah,
such a gorgeous, multi-layered piece. I
yeah.
literally adore this song so much. Can you tell us a bit about Kaleidoscope, please?
The Kaleidoscope. I wrote this song last year, just by myself without the band. And essentially, Kaleidoscope, I like to come up with little analogies for a lot of my life experiences and make them a little bit more whimsy.
Mm.
So, fairy dust is another different analogy. And then Kaleidoscope is kind of for me, it was looking through the kaleidoscope and to do with dating.
Mm.
And sometimes when you look through a kaleidoscope, it's beautiful and it's captivating, but it's also really confusing and all over the shop. And I guess when the chorus, which is sometimes when I look at you, it's like I'm looking through a kaleidoscope, was it's the person that I wrote the song about. Yeah, won't name names. But yeah, it was kind of when I look at you sometimes, it's like I'm looking at a kaleidoscope. It's beautiful, but it's really confusing, and I don't know what's going on, and I don't know where we stand, and what and it when you're out of the kaleidoscope, it feels all normal and great. And that my idea of it was everything's going fine. And then I looked in the
Mm.
kaleidoscope and I'm like, oh my God, wait, you're all over the shop. Wait, that's what you're experiencing right now? Okay, different, very different. So yeah, that was kind of the idea about Kaleidoscope. And then, yeah, I took it to my friend Fabian, and he helped me produce the song. And he played all the instruments on it. He's multi instrumentalist. Um, and yeah, so we worked on it together and took a few sessions to get it done. And yeah, we made the song. Yeah, he's got a fun little studio in his backyard. in the garage that he's turned into a studio. Which isn't, yeah, it's funny, you know, when you think of songs and you don't think about where they're made.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, and sometimes they just end up being in like just really rogue places, you know, like, yeah, it's just like in a garage in Northgate, you know, like,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's Kaleidoscope.
Yes. Oh, it's such a gorgeous like take on this where it's like you're turning something that's you don't normally like when you're thinking of relationships or you're thinking of like people, you're not normally thinking about that gorgeous like kaleidoscope, the chaos, the
Yeah,
beauty, the like the bricolage when you're thinking of
totally.
people. So it's such a gorgeous like way you put this, such a perfect analogy.
Yeah, yeah, and I think it's also it's vague enough that
Mm.
people have their own like interpretation of what that means, you know. So when someone's thinking of like when they look through a kaleidoscope, it might probably have similar,
Mm.
you know, similar ideas to what I think, but could also just mean something else for them. Like, yeah, it's nice to have those analogies where people can just figure it out for themselves.
Mm.
Yeah, I guess the verses of those songs are pretty straight to the point, but yeah.
Yeah, oh, I think it is just it's such it's such a song. It's such like there's so much depth to it. It's so rich. You can listen to
Yeah.
it 5 different times and feel like 5 different things or notice, you know, a different part of it
Yeah,
that you connect with each time. I've
totally.
truly been obsessed because
Yeah,
also, like, to me at least, this track feels so nostalgic yet so grounded in like the
yeah.
now and the present moment. Like,
Oh, totally.
I don't think I could find this track like, you know, on a CD from 10, 20, 30 years ago, but it also
Yeah,
just feels so like not familiar in a sense where it's like, oh, I've heard this before, but it's got that nostalgic undertone to it. What was
totally.
this like putting it together? Was that something you intended to create? Did it just come about? How did this sort of like nostalgic yet present moment grounded feeling come about?
Well, I feel like, yeah, I think that a lot of it came together with the production side of it. I mean, you know, when you write a song, it's just like when I wrote the song, it was just me and my guitar, and the chords are pretty basic for this song, so it kind of came together in a lot of the production.
Mm.
Um, and my first song was a different producer, so it's interesting how just like the vibe of the producer can influence that sound. And Fabian, you know, as like I don't know if you've like in the bridge, there's that real kind of funky guitar that's like, and that's, yeah, so totally that's him, you know, doing
Mm.
that. So, and I think we sort of got that sound. We worked on that sound together. I also think the nostalgic part is probably just comes like very naturally to me because I don't know if you can see my house. It's just all full of like vintage garb. Um, so I'm all for the nostalgic feel. I run a vintage clothing business as well. Yeah, so I do want to try and create a bit of a nostalgic feel, a vintage feel. I love Lana Del Rey, and I think she perfect example of like modern pop, but has a very, very nostalgic feel.
Mm.
Same as like Clairo. I love Clairo. She's got that similar feel, that kind of indie pop vibe. So yeah, I mean, I hope I can try and do a similar thing where you just sort of create your own eclectic sound. Because I think these days, you know, so many genres have been done, and I think music these days is like everything's getting mixed together, and that's I guess how, you know, I think we're going to be able to create some like new genres and stuff. Is just mixing all the different things together and seeing what hits. So yeah, and I kind of, with my set that I'm doing at the moment, a lot of the songs are quite different. You know, I've got a couple of songs that are quite like bluesy, moody, and then there's some that are like very, like Lana Del Rey vibe, a lot of strings, and then Kaleidoscope is very indie. I don't know. I kind of like that though. That's kind of how my brain is anyway. So like, it's a bit chaotic, but you know, I like mixing it up and not having the same genre. So yeah, that was a very long explanation.
It's such a beautiful like end result of that though. Like there's probably a better way to say it, but it's like it's such a chaotic music world. Like there is so many ways you can approach a song, think about a song, all of this stuff. But to get this end product that it's so versatile, it fits in with so many different, like, as I said, like I'm starting several playlists all inspired by different things I'm feeling with this song. And I'm you know, it's sort of a song where I'm like, I'm going to shut my eyes while I'm listening to it and I can see my, like, the indie movie scene that I would play here. And it's like,
oh my God, the amount of times that I do that, like, where I'll be writing a song and all I'm thinking about is like, wouldn't this be really cool if it was started in a movie? Like this. It's like, yeah, I had a dream with my first song that I released, Fairy Dust. My dream is for it to be featured like in a fantasy movie, like a fairy fantasy movie. That would be like my dream. Because I have like Tinkerbell on my arm here, so like I'm like a real, she's a cutie. I love fairies. And I just like the mythical world, and I was like, that's my dream. Get it into like some cool mythical fantasy movie. Yeah. I'll probably end up just doing like an album one day purely just to try and get on a like fantasy film.
I mean, like, if anyone is watching right now and you've got links to the world,
my song. I don't want any money, just use it.
I love that. But yeah, speaking of like both of these tracks, Fairy Dust and Kaleidoscope, I'd love to ask if people are listening and pressing play for the first time or the 50th time, that they've been listening every day, whatever the circumstance is, I would love to ask what your recommendation would be of the ideal listening experience. Where are we? What are we doing? What's leading to the perfect way that we can experience these songs?
Like with your environment, is that what you mean? Yeah, okay. I feel like Fairy Dust, you can edit this out if you want. But I'm thinking Fairy Dust, you're in a garden, it could be your own backyard, it could be some beautiful garden that you're at. You've got like some snacks, like maybe like you've brought your own little teacup and stuff, and you've got a thermos and like hot chocolate and smoke a little jozza. You can edit that out if you want. And you're just laying down on the grass looking at the trees. Maybe you're post breakup. And I think this song, I feel like I wrote it I feel like I wrote it before I was even over the breakup, and it was almost like me wanting to, and me being close to it but not quite. And I guess maybe that's like it's a nice song for people that are kind of going through that. You know, the fairy dust has worn off, you know, you're going to become a ghost. Like it's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, I think that one's, or the PG version. I think Fairy Dust is also a really great song. I'm thinking like, you know, you're coming back. Oh no, actually, you know what? Not coming back. You're on your way. to you're on your way on a road trip. You're by yourself though, and you have this song down. I'm gonna say you're on your way to like the forest, Dandenong Ranges. You got the window down. Also, you know, post breakup, you're like, I just need some time away. I just need to like be by myself, connect with nature. And you're down, the window's down, and you're like, yes, I got this. This fairy dust is worn off. Yeah, like, so that's a vibe. And Kaleidoscope, I'm going by like my experiences of this song and the times that honestly, most of the times I've listened to it on my speaker has been like in my lounge room or in my kitchen, and I've got like my microphone that's not connected to anything. I think kitchen dancing for sure for this song. I think it's a great song, as like you were saying earlier, like, you know, you can listen to it, but you can also have it in the background. So like, you know, you're at a barbecue, like chuck it on. Yeah, I mean, that song is kind of, I feel it's versatile. There isn't any parts of the song that make like are alerting where you're like, like that's a lot. It's you know, it's steady. So yeah, those are my little worlds.
No, I love that. It's so like well thought out. You've got the perfect like this is like the to-do list, how to properly experience these songs.
I know, you're probably like, yeah, just vague idea. I'm like, no, this is exactly it. You have some camembert cheese, you've got tea and a thermos.
Like here's the direct Pinterest board, like this is the outfit you're wearing.
No, literally. I think the reason why I've got like forest, tea, and all that stuff is because recently I dressed up as the Mad Hatter for Halloween. And so my Pinterest board was fully that vibe. So that's all I can kind of get in my head right now is like forest, like fairies, tea, like yeah.
I love the whole like Alice in Wonderland world. So that is like so cool.
Oh, so good. I love it. Honestly, I think that like a lot of my future songs will just end up being like influenced by, you know, Disney magical songs. I love it.
Oh, I'm like so obsessed with that. Just the whole like bringing it into this new world, like this material and properties that everyone's like, yeah, I'm familiar. Like I'm familiar with the Disney fairies and like Tinkerbell and stuff. And it's like, yeah, but have you imagined them in this way yet?
Yeah, exactly. Because I in Fairy Dust, my first single, one of the lyrics is when my mind's fallen down the rabbit hole, which, you know, is actually Alice in Wonderland reference there. I don't think I particularly was like, okay, I need to reference Alice in Wonderland, but it you know, it goes well with the theme of the song, which is very, you know, ethereal, kind of mythical vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so obsessed with this. And one thing I've really been wanting to ask you, because, wait, let me say this properly. I've really been wanting to ask you this one thing, because you're someone who, you don't just have this one project. Like, you're on this is your second single through Isabelle Skye, but this isn't the only thing you're doing in the creative world. You have so many different projects. You're playing with different people. You have so many different like creative outlets. Could you tell us a bit about all these creative outlets you have?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's so good. I don't. It's weird. I feel like the last couple years, I've just like blinked my eyes and I've been like, whoa. Like I've gone from, you know, having a couple projects, and now I've got 4 different projects, and you know, I've turned around and I'm like, oh my God, I've got a lot of rehearsals and shows and stuff, and it's great. Like, but all the projects are all there's some similarities, but they have their own vibes and they're quite different. So I find it a lot easier, if anything, to write music, because I can really go into the world of that project. But yeah, I'm in like a 7-piece disco band. And we just did an album launch like a couple of weeks ago. And I've got like an all-girl band. It's like very kind of whimsical, swampy vibe. We're also trying to still figure out the genre. And then I've got my other band, Doe Eyes, and that's like very 70s inspired, great harmonies, very Fleetwood Mac vibe. Me and my bandmate Jordan, we both write the songs, and we do a lot of like call and response, so a lot of like not necessarily male and female kind of call and responses, just like two people in a relationship, and we have our sides of the story, and it's quite fun because, you know, we can relate, and, you know, sometimes we'll just, because we've been friends for so many years, and, you know, we've been like besties for a long time, lived together and all that stuff. So over the years, you know, we both talk about our own dating experiences and, you know, bring it together, and then that'll sort of influence our points of the story. And yeah, it's really fun. Where we actually just we were in the studio, and we've finished a few songs, but we're going to do a full album, so that's really exciting. And we're going to hopefully need a plan when that's going to come out, but next year for sure. So it's really fun. I love being busy when it's music. It's really nice. Yeah. And I think I'm really fortunate that for what I do, which is my vintage, like running my own business, makes it really flexible to do that. So yeah.
Yeah, you see so many artists and like so many creative minded folk nowadays, they're stuck in that like 9 to 5 grind, or they're like, yeah, like I work retail here and work at this bar, and the music just becomes such an afterthought. And it hurts to see that. Like so many people have to like, you know, part with their dreams of like music and creativity. But it's so exciting to see someone like you who's able to like have all of these different facets and still like your main thing is still like a creative like art form with all your clothing.
No, it's so good. And like honestly, if I had to have like a 9 to 5 job, I would not be able to do this. That's my brain cannot comprehend doing it. To any of my friends that have a 9 to 5 and are still in like multiple projects, I'm like you are amazing. Like I don't know how you do that. Like it just works out well for me because of how flexible my job is. But no, it is true. Like I think especially because music and the arts, it's hard to make. You spend a lot of money on you know, recording and promo and like art and merch and all that stuff. And you know, I guess it's competitive, and it's hard to make heaps of money unless you're, you know, making the big time. And you know, you've got a lot of people in your band as well, and I always want to make sure that my band are like supported and feel like, you know, So it's just the process. You kind of, for me, I'm just manifesting that that all this hard work that I'm putting in is going to start making a bit more money. It's not that it's about that, but it would make it easier so I can continue making more art. But yeah, it's crazy. You hear some people that are just like working so hard and then like doing music. It's it's wild.
But on that note then of like hoping to like, you know, not put more into this, but get more like financially out of it to help yourself out, help you be able to dedicate more of your time and energy to this craft. I'd love to ask how we as fans and listeners can best support you, best tell people about your music, get the word out and get you the love you deserve for it.
Yeah, well, I think that like which I haven't been able to do yet, but tonight I've got my gig. So I think gigs are a really awesome way, going and supporting, buying a ticket and merch. Merch is like a really amazing way I've got like tote bags and stickers tonight. So I think buying merch and, also, and I know it's kind of can be hard, but like, cause there's so many platforms that you can listen to music for free, but there's still platforms like Bandcamp and iTunes. I'm trying to think what the other ones are. Does YouTube? No, they don't. I was like trying to think of all the paid ones.
Yeah.
That's also another great way to do it, because it all adds up. But I would say, yeah, the big ones being merch. Like eventually, when I've got some like vinyl or like CDs or something, I think that makes a lot of the difference. And just being there, like coming to the event, getting a ticket, yeah, because it's a lot of the times I guess people kind of forget that with a lot of venues, it's you don't always get a guarantee. It's more down to how many tickets you sell, and that's determined on like how much money you make. So yeah, like if I'm getting a guarantee, I'm like, whatever, it's all good, like don't worry. Like I mean, obviously come, but like when it's a situation of like per person, that's how much money you're gonna make. Make a difference. But yeah, I think those are the main ways.
Yeah. Oh, you've planted the idea in my head of an Isabelle Skye CD. So now I'm like, I need this one day.
I know. Yeah, maybe I should. It's all good. Okay. Yeah. I little like right now I've got 2 songs, so it could be like a 2 single CD thing. Okay.
Yeah, add in like a voice note or like the like unfinished product when it was still in recording. We'll get it.
Oh, true. Oh, yeah. Actually, adding some little funny extras that people will get on the CD. I like that. Maybe like releasing a little random snippet of like a 1-minute song that hasn't been released, but only on the CD.
Yeah, like that little gift to the fans that go like, take that extra step to support.
Yes, I love that. I just hope no one burns it onto their computer and puts it up online.
Hey, computers barely come with CD slots nowadays. So
True. So I don't think anyone's going to be doing that.
Oh, I love it. And I'd love to ask you one final question today and have a sneak peek into your playlist and hear which local acts, in your local music scene, in the broader scene across the country, you've been listening to and loving and would love to give a shout out to today.
Okay. So it's funny because I got this question asked yesterday and I was like, I'm totally going to be so ready for this. And I got it asked yesterday and then I was like, I should probably like fully, because I've got so many like friends that, play music and yeah. Well, I mean, other than my other projects, which, gotta get a shout out to them. So I've got, in my band actually, my friend Lucy, she's got another project called Potluck. They indie as well, indie vibe. They're great. And then also in my band, Andy and Declan are in a band called Chelsea Hotel. And I mean, I've played a couple gigs with Bumpy. She's also an Indigenous artist. She's amazing. She's got a beautiful voice. Love her. My friend Dadiri, who's playing a gig tonight at the same time. He's great. I think a lot of people would already probably know about some of his music. Yeah, I saw another band actually on the weekend. Andy, who's in my band, he puts on a festival called Hell of a Ride. It's like a punk festival, but there was this band that played at the start called The States. Very cool. So there'd be another one. Honestly, there's now I'm thinking of it. I'm like, God, there's actually quite a lot. But yeah, oh yeah, my Marley, her band, who is my guitarist's wife. She's got a band, Mature Themes. They're cool. Yeah, yeah. I mean, they're just the ones I can think of right now,
Oh,
and
there's
they're all very
mm.
local. So you can go see them play around. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many new names in there, but there's also some absolute favorites like Bumpy. Oh my God, I've been
Oh my
so
God.
obsessed with that latest release. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's amazing and she's so lovely. Yeah, we played a gig last year in like Geelong Arts Centre, and then we did Shed the Spirit at the start of the year. Oh, she's very lovely. But yeah, such an incredible voice. Such an incredible voice. Yeah.
Oh, I'm obsessed with those pics. I can't wait to sit down and give a listen to everyone you've just given a shout out to.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, some of them don't have stuff. I think one of them doesn't have stuff online yet, but just add them on Instagram, find what they're up to. But yeah, I would love to just rattle so many more like artists, but there's just so many. There's so many.
Oh, absolutely. I can't wait to check those out. But also, it's going to be like in between me listening to Kaleidoscope all the time. So it'll be like, check out a song
Oh,
here, Kaleidoscope, another song, Kaleidoscope.
I also want to say as well my supports that are playing tonight. So CCTV, her name's Courtney. She's amazing as well. I've known her for many years. And then Butternut Sweetheart. They are playing tonight. I haven't seen them live yet, but if you look at stuff that they've got online, really great, really fun. So those two as well.
Okay. Oh, I'm so excited to check them both out as well. Like, such cool names as well. I'm like, I need these names on my playlist.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know Butternut Sweetheart is such a cute name.
Yeah, I love it. And yeah, I want to say a massive thank you for making the time to chat today about your music.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. It's been really nice. It's quite cute. I feel like quite comfortable when you're in your own space.
Yeah.
And, just like, yeah, it feels very comfy.